Oh, okay. Take some drawers. Let's see. And do a bit of the housekeeping. Okay, that's down. I need that one. Okay. Let's keep them in up. Yep. Okay. That one. And then I want to go here. Oops. That one. And over that one. There. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll give this a minute. I want to wait for people to show up online. When they come, they come. Hello. 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 How are you? Hi. Oh, yeah. Hello, hello. People, I organize myself. Really. Okay. Alright, I'll give it a bit. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Johnson. Hello, everybody. Hi. Just wait for some people to come on. Give it a minute. Hi. Wait, hang on. This glasses aren't helping me. Oh, that was blurry. Heidi, how tonight to you? Heidi, how tonight to you? Hi. Yes. Yeah, it's about midday here though, where I am, and I might put the comment on to the phone because this is not working for me. Okay, I need the live. Here we are. Heidi ho. Yes, Heidi ho. Yes, yes. Okay, alright. How are you? How is everybody? I'm looking at my phone because the words on the screen are blurring together for me, even though I'm wearing my glasses. I don't know, it was a reflection or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. What else going to show up? Yes, no. I don't know. But anyway, how are you guys? How's your dad doing now? Well, he's out of the ICU and but he's still in the hospital. There's some fluid retention going on that they're trying to fix. But yeah, he's still in the hospital. I'm gonna go see him later. But I've been every day, so I needed a bit of a break. I've been every day. So yeah. But he's a lot better than he was when he first went in. Yeah, a lot better than he was. Hmm. God, 114 degrees in the southeast Arizona. Glad for evening sunset. Yeah, it's how much is it here? We're in winter now, so it'd be about usually around here. It gets up to like 20, 22 degrees Celsius here, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I don't know. I don't use Fahrenheit, but yeah. But anyway, but Dad is getting better. He's just sick of the hospitals now and everything. I think he wants to come home, but he's got to work on. We got to work on a couple of things like the water retention and the walking and things like that. So yeah, but once that's sorted, I think he should be able to come home. Yeah. But yeah, that's good. He has some good doctors, and I think there's one I don't like. But yeah, if I go on about him, it'll be yeah. Some yeah, some doctors get too much in their ego. Yeah, yeah. No. Anyway, what fun stuff can I talk about? Oh yes, I went and saw Supergirl a couple weekends ago. That was an experience because I saw it in 4D. And if never had seen something in 4D and you have back issues, I'm not sure if I should recommend it to you or not. It was like, it was like being on a roller coaster because the chairs move like when things are happening on the screen. The chairs move. And I get into the cinema right when I went to my sister, and I'm like, why are the chairs up so high? I'm like, because they're like higher than what they normally are in normal cinemas. Because I've never seen a 4K 4D movie before in my life. Anyway, so I get there, get up there, comfortable. So the movie starts, and the chair starts moving. I'm like, what the fuck did I get myself into? But it was good. It was a good movie. Yeah, yeah. Maybe a couple of good movies coming out. I haven't seen very much of them because I don't get out very much because I've had to be in the hospital and looking after dad and mom, and it's hard because I'm the other than mom and dad, I'm the only other person in the house, and they're both old, so it's a bit yeah. They both need help with stuff, and I'm just like. It's like having a giant weight on your shoulders that just, keeps getting put on. But anyway, not your problem. Um, yeah. So, what else is happening? Yeah. Okay. So, what's going on in your guys' life? Yeah. I wanted to come on because I haven't talked to people in a while, and I need to do something other than spend my days in the hospital. Oh, heavens. Yeah, the chairs move. It's very much like being on a roller coaster. Yeah, but the movie was good. Yeah, the movie was good. Yeah, it was good. It's good. Like, it was good. Different races and like ET races and things like that. It was good. It was good. Yeah, but I was not prepared. So yeah, yeah. No. But it was good still. Just really It's one of those things you have to remember how to walk when it stops because it just goes. It really it's a bit like being cross between being in a spaceship and being um on a roller coaster. Yeah, yeah, patiently waiting for notifications for all the 4P. Yeah, aren't we all? Aren't we all just waiting, 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 waiting? Yeah. This was Supergirl. I went to see Supergirl. I don't normally watch DC movies. I've seen usually more Marvel type. I've seen a few DC movies, like the recent, like the DC Universe type ones. I've seen the Wonder Woman one. I've seen Aquaman, and I've seen now Supergirl. So yeah, I've seen a few, but mainly I usually stick with Marvel. Marvel is usually where I go to. Oh yeah, Supergirl. Yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Yeah. Just a little hard to concentrate on the move when you're getting thrown around. But hey, um, yes. Okay, what else has been happening? Yeah, Dad. Chickens. Yeah, we have chickens. We have four roosters now. And it's funny because I swore we had three, and one of them popped out up out of nowhere. I swear we had three roosters, and then one just popped out of nowhere, and then two chickens. Oh, so I don't want to live in Sydney. I want a rooster because it's a bit too much. Then they're not exactly nice to the chickens all the time because they're male and their purpose is to protect and breed. Yeah, yeah. You stay here. No. We just have chickens. It was my brother's idea. Yes, my brother who got chickens and then chuffed off to Africa because some reason anyway. Me and my brother did not get along at all. Yeah. But no, I don't live on a farm. I live in the suburbs, so yeah, no farm. If I would have the room for a farm here, yeah, no room for a farm. Our yard isn't big enough. Uh, But when my mom and dad, but speaking of farming, when my mom and dad first got married and moved here, the land was a lot more farm-like. They moved here in the 70s, 1970s. I got married in the 70s. And they used to have they had chickens, they had rabbits, dogs. Um, I think there were maybe a few other things. Cause the house used to back onto a dairy farm before the area got developed. Like it's all developed now. Like you would have a clue if you came here now that there were farmland here at one point. You really wouldn't. Um, but yeah, they had a few animals here. Um, like a dog, chickens, rabbits, a few animals. I don't think they had anything like cows or sheep or anything like that. Being like smallest type animals and dogs as well. Yeah, yeah. But then I think the chickens, not the chickens, the rabbits caught some type of disease from what um mom and dad have told me, and they like a parasite or something. They all died off, and the chickens. I don't know what happened to the chickens. It was before I was born, so yeah. But yeah, then they sold that. They built a pool, and which we still have, and they changed the backyard up. I'm guessing, and you know all that type of stuff. So yeah, times changed. Times have changed. Times change. Yeah, that's progress. That's progress for you. But yeah. Yeah, what else? Oh yes, the tarot course that I'm doing. Um, yes, like I've which I've put a post up in the chat group and the um Facebook groups, and I know Kerry's put it in the info group as well. Anyway, right, because I am starting a tarot course on Monday the 10th of August at 8 a.m., which is really funny because it only goes for an hour. So those of you that want to do Carrie's course as well can do that too. There's no real conflict. I just have to watch when I end the course is all. It goes for 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And yeah, so it starts on Monday the 10th of August at 8 a.m. Like I say, it's funny because when I was, figuring out the day and yeah, tarot course. When I was figuring out the day and the time to start it, right? I like Monday, 10th of August, right? I'm looking at the time because I was started at 9 a.m., right? And they kept insisting to me eight, eight, eight. It's a bit early. They're like, no, eight. No, I'm like, okay, eight. All right, fine. Next week. Well, comes up with this, well, Relic and Carrie come up with the masterclass figure. I'm like, oh, that's why. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Okay, but yeah, with the tarot course, I'm going to be going through like a couple of spreads. I'll be going through like the major arcana, the minor arcana, um, yeah, like that type of thing. Also maybe a little bit of the history if I have time and if it's an interest. Yeah, and okay, yeah. So that's happening. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's about $130 a course, a class, $130 all up, not each. Yeah, $130 all up. Um, so yeah, if you're interested, please join. I would love to have people there. Um, it'd be good, and I feel like I need to practice teaching because, yeah, just yeah. As you can tell, I get really nervous when it comes to promoting myself, as it were. I don't really like doing it because it looks. I don't know. But if you need people, you gotta suck it up, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need some form of income as well. So yes, otherwise, and I don't want to go back to working in the 3D environment of corporate and that type of thing. So yeah, I guess I have to suck it up and get rid of my nerves when it comes to talking to people, which I'm not always very good at. And people think I'm mean because I'm short, and yeah, I'm not mean. It's just people people come at me with things and they're surprised when I give them the same energy back. And it's just like it's a whole it's like with one of the people in one of the Telegram groups. She got upset because I deleted her message because it had nothing to do with medbeds, and she came at me because I deleted her message. Her comment. I'm like, lady, this is a medbed group, medbeds only. And then she goes in the chat group and has to go at me, thinking I'm not going to see it. I'm like, I, it's, I, rein in my temper there. But yes, anyway, the tarot course. If you can, and you're interested, and please join. The only thing you really need is a Telegram account and a tarot deck. The rider white one is preferred because that's what I'm teaching from. But you can. It's not like a hardcore rule. You can have other tarot decks. But as long as they got the major and the minor arcana in them, it's all good. Should be all good. You just have to with that you just have to work out the pictures. You have to work out the pictures. Like I'll help you, but the rider one is usually my forte. If you've had a reading with me, you'll know that's what I use pretty much all the time. I do have I think one or two other decks for the tarot, but yeah, but I prefer that one. Um, yeah. Okay. All right. What else is going on with my life? Yeah. Okay. My wife passed on 12 years ago. In fact, tomorrow 28th is her 12th year. The insurance money is this week. The way has been extremely challenging. Um, well, have you talked to the insurance companies about it? Or as it, I don't know much about it, and life insurances and things like that. I mean, like, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not really in the frame of mind to do readings today. Yeah, no. This is just a chat. Usually when I'm doing readings, I'll put readings in the title of the video. But yeah, no readings today. But 12 years. Have you not spoken to the insurance companies or company that is handling your wife's things? No, that would be my advice. Talk to the insurance companies. That would be my advice. Talk to the insurance companies. Yeah, yeah, that would be my advice. Yeah, talk to the insurance companies. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, they don't have anything they want to talk about. Okay. I forgot they were doing that stupid thing. Fuck me. Now this alert thing. Sorry for your loss and Cabal Insurance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot they were doing that alert thing. No, no, that wasn't a solar flash thing. That was the Australian. No, no, that was the Australian government sending out that thingamajiggy. I completely forgot about it until it popped up in my screen. I'm like on the phone. I'm like, oh, that thing. Oh, okay, I forgot about that completely. Anyway, moving on, not important. Uh, I mean, they have been giving me the go around for the past 12 years. West, they're Western, the Shylock of Merchant of Venice. No prob some other day. Yeah. Um. Um. hmm. Maybe see if you can talk to someone in management or someone higher up. Oh, you want to talk about the solar flash? Okay. All right. What about the solar flash? Supposed to be coming soonish, I guess. I don't know. Um. Yeah. Hang on. I'm just grabbing my charger. Um. Yeah, it's supposed to be coming at some point, but at some point it could be within the next 1,000 years. Who knows? Um. Really, who really knows? Um. Yeah. It's like my thing is like don't really focus so much on the solar flash. You gotta live your life really. You gotta focus on. It's supposed to become. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing with dates. They don't always things don't always come when they're supposed to come. So after a while you stop paying attention to dates. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. But, yeah. I don't know. I think I think honestly, I think I prefer the timeline when we get into like the humanitarian projects and humanity, you know, grows its consciousness through that, which is why I'm wondering why they haven't started. Well, we haven't started already because to me, I feel like it would be a better way. then literally thousands of people vanishing. I don't know. Yeah. The pole shift. I'll try not to focus too much on the pole shift. Right. Really, that type of stuff depends on the timeline you're on and the reality you're on. Really, I can't. It's hard to give like an affirmative on that because I don't know. Um, like I've said, what I would prefer. I prefer something with no catastrophes, things like that. But yeah, but who knows? It's all very much up in the air as to what's going to happen with the Earth. Um, yeah, it really is really up in the air about what's going to happen with the Earth. So yeah, it's one of those things. Yes, I repeat myself a lot. It's one of those things where I feel like I have to fill the air, so I repeat what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I've heard of Nancy. I know she's a lady that they told to pack up and move to the mountains. Um, but my thing is kind of like watch what's going on with things, and it's like they say, you'll be where you need to be when you need to be there. So yeah, you will be where you need to be when you need to be there. So yes, yeah. But honestly, I don't know. I don't think anyone really knows what's definitely going to happen. Like we can take like kind of guesses and theories of things when it comes to that type of stuff. But who really knows? Um, yeah, who really knows? Yeah. But yes, okay. Now that topic's over. Anything else anyone wants to talk about? Yeah. Anyway, but that Ak- Akashic Records. The Akashic Records. Okay. All right. Yeah. The Akashic Records. What about the Akashic Records? No. Yeah. My dad wants to learn about those as well. I gotta find. Yeah. My dad's showing interest in that too. The Akashic Records. He wants to get like a book or find a course or something, but he needs to get better first, and then we will work on that stuff. How do you tune? How to sync? Wait, hang on. There you go. How to sync to tune in? Okay. Well, to me, when I think about the Akashic Records, to me it looks like one of those giant old libraries, like from kind of like from the Beauty and the Beast movie. If you've seen that, the library there is very much similar to that type of library. Um, for me anyway, it's a bit like you kind of like imagine yourself walking down it and kind of just like grabbing a book and opening it and kind of like flicking through it until you find the page that you want. Like I'm doing it in my head now. That's why I'm talking about it. Like I can see myself walking through the corridors and picking up a book and kind of going like opening it up and you know looking through the book. But the Akashic records I feel like are very personal to each person. So we're very much kind of um, kind of goes with what your personality is like. I feel like mine looks like a giant library, but I feel for some people it might look like a filing cabinet or an iPad where they just kind of flip through the iPad and kind of do it that way. That's what I think anyway. That's just personally what I think. But for me, it looks like a giant library. That's what it looks like. Maybe because I have maybe because apparently I've had like millions of lives. But yeah, that type of thing. So yeah. Um, Check records tell you your soul journey from inception. Um, yeah, yeah. Like it's meant to, because the records it's meant to like record and hold the records of all your lives in that place. Um, so yeah, I feel yeah, it should, it should. I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. I'm like you're well, we all live our lives simultaneously, but for the sake of this, we'll say from your first incarnation to your very last incarnation, if you would. Not that I believe we ever have a last incarnation. We don't even have a first incarnation, or just incarnations. Just the one blob mess. So the one blobbed mess. Um, but yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. But these are pretty much just my thoughts. I think. I think I'm getting this from anywhere else, but it's really just my thoughts. But yeah. Yeah. I think they are like the records also like kind of keep getting updated as well because of the parallel universes and things like that. Um, Epic to know all you have patience to correct this life experience. Well, what do you need to correct? Those lives live their life. Like you're living your life now. Well, I do feel that like there can be some crossovers, like where you're having certain people from your past lives come up in Soul Mission. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Soul Mission. All right, yeah, Soul Mission. I feel like there can be some kind of crossovers with like lives intermingling from the past into your current life. Yeah, so kind of like like that kind of gives you an opportunity, kind of I guess fix things, kind of, if you would. I don't know if fix things is the right word I want to use, but kind of like rebuild the bridges or something like that type of thing. Like I know a few of my past lives, the more well-known ones, even though I'm not entirely sure if they're true or not, because I have no proof. The guy just told me them one day, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Anyway, moving on. Interesting. Yeah, but some of them do answer the questions why I have the guides that I have. But anyway, it's my life. Yeah, but I don't know. But past life regression is pretty interesting. Well, I've done a couple. I've never experienced the lives that the guys have told me that I've had, so I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, whatever. It's like, whatever. But yeah, like it is pretty incredible how we like live so many different lives, have so many different experiences, and then we get here and if we get all those, and then we have to spend our lives remembering all the skills that we forgot. Yeah, it's one of those. I think life is a whole big remembering process. You just remember who you are, remembering where you're from, remembering this, remembering how to do this, how to do this, how to do that. this and that, this and that, this. Yeah. And then the ETs are like, you're eternal. You should do. You should, you should time to remember. And I'm like, you guys live for thousands of years, and we have like max 120 currently. It's like, oh wow, oh, it's all very weird. Very, very weird. Yeah. Yeah, Soul Mission. Yes, Soul Missions. Yeah, those are interesting. Yeah. Uh, is it just is it that we have one giant soul mission, or do we have kind of little soul missions throughout our lives, and when we achieve those, we move on to the next mission, or is it just one big mission? I don't know. That's a question. This is an interesting question. I think. I think that's an interesting question. Okay. All right. What else? I have so many deja vu moments when it comes to Egypt. Must be one of my incarnations. Oh yeah, Egypt is pretty popular with it, like past incarnations. I find. Yeah, I've got a couple there as well. Um, I think one is like a priestess. One is like some dancer type, and another one which is a bit more popular, but I'm not going to go into it. Um, yeah, yeah. So I think a few people have had that. Well, speaking of past life Egyptian reincarnations, have you heard the one about the lady who was a priestess for the temple of Seti, and she when she went there like to prove it, which she did, she was able to show them different passageways and things that had been built there. I think she was a priestess, or she was some or some had something to do with the temple or something, or the tomb. But yeah, that was interesting. Like it's interesting to hear about people that remember their past lives. Um, which is it's popular in India because they and like more Eastern cultures, because they're more accepting of reincarnation and past lives and things like that than people are in the West. Yeah, so I enjoy that type of stuff. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Like most of my days are pretty much spent watching YouTube videos and playing games on my phone while the YouTube video was playing. So, yeah, like I'll put on this it's like hairstyling person that goes into hair salons and fixes them up. It's very much like a have like a Gordon Ramsay type thing except with hair salons, and it's a woman. Um yeah, so I'll put that on the background, and then play some games on my phone, or do some coloring games, or some matching games and things like that. Have you ever connected to Edgar Casey's spirit? Oh no, no, I have not. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Um, yeah, no, no, I've never talked to Edgar Casey. Um, never talked to. I talked to Gaddafi once. Gaddafi, the old Libyan leader once, but that was on the Ouija board. That was years ago. Um, yeah, that was interesting. I talked to that guy. Kind of. I don't know if I talked to him. I was just there, but he came through. Um, I also think one of Hitler's scientist people came through. Yeah, yeah, I heard. I heard that he tried to keep his people out of the cabal control, and they killed him for it. Um, yeah, I heard. I think also one of Hitler's scientist people came through as well. I don't remember his name. Was some German person. Of course, it was a German person. But yeah. Um, I used to talk to Michael a lot. Now I'm mad at him and don't. Okay. Um, all right. Okay. Um, did he? Can I ask what he did? I'm not sure if I should or not. Hello. Hello. Hi, Carrie. Um, no, I haven't spoken to him. Start group chat. What the weird things. Um, no, some random group. Now I'm being asked to start a group chat on my messages. I'm like, who are you people? Weird. Okay. Yes. Um, the scientists who upgrade the atom bomb. No, I haven't talked to them. Wasn't the atom bomb created by the Americans? I don't think that was a German thing. I think that was an American thing. Yeah, I think that was an American thing. It was American. I'm pretty sure that was American. I know the Germans had a lot to do with the bell. That was a big thing. The bell is a big thing. Yeah. Hello. Hello, cat. Hello. What else is there to talk about? Anyone else have any topics they want to talk about? While I'm here. Yeah, Michael can be a bit weird. He can be a bit weird. Hey. Right. Yeah. Anyway, anyone have anything they want to talk about or ask me or anything like that? Hey. Does my dresser look like it's flashing? Like the light on my dresser look like it's flashing to you guys? Oh, now it stops. Huh. Okay. Anyway. Starting again. Starting again. What is that? Why? Why is that? Michael the Angel. Yeah, they don't really want they don't want us calling them archangels or angels anymore. Just calling them by their name is fine. Just, I said that to dad once because he talks to Michael, so he calls him Archangel Michael. So I'm like, yeah, dad, they just want us to call them by names. But it's a respect thing. I was like, it's be more respectful just call them by name. Yeah. Looks like the whole wall is periodactic. What? Looks like the whole wall is periodically, yeah. Yeah, it always happens when I go into a video, it all flashes behind me. I'm like, I don't know if it's my camera or it's spirit or it's something else. Slightly annoying, but yes. Uh, yeah. Except when I focus on it, it stops. Yeah, it could be, but I've never noticed it. I've never noticed it any other time. Um, yeah, could be. I don't really think. If I was like moving around a lot, maybe. But I also don't always have the camera open, so yeah, it could be. Or from the camera. Uh, yeah, the webcam. The webcam. Yep. Yeah. This is a funny webcam. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There's the times when I'm doing readings and I'll go and to talk to the person with the camera would just be like a blank screen. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing this audio. Yeah, it's a funny, it's a weird camera, weird camera. But yeah, but yes, okay. All right. So what else? Just like Sky's podcast spirits accompany you some hilarious. Yes, they can be very hilarious. Also a little annoying. Yeah, but the fan's not on. Yeah, the fan's not on. Oh, that's funny. I was talking to Artin in the hospital, because Dad had some questions about when he was gonna get out, right? And Artin goes, "Go for a walk," and my dad's like, "No," because he doesn't. He, at that point, he didn't trust that he could, move on his own. And I just goes, "Very well then." And I was like, "That is such an odd response." it's, it's such. It's like, oh, he's like, "I'll give you advice, but if you don't take it, it's not my problem." Very much an odd response. It's very such, yeah, such. Oh. Because I know he'd been hanging around the room because there was this fly thing, this bug insect that wouldn't go away. I don't know why, but here's this thing was showing up as a fly. I'm just like, okay, looks like a portal opening behind you. Yeah, I'm like if someone poked their head through in a second. And I, yeah, if someone poked their head through in a second, be like, "Hello, here's Johnny." Oh, that will give you nightmares. Wow. Uh, yeah, we did. We did learn how to open portals in the channeling on Wednesday. That was fun. That was fun actually. We actually did that. Usually things like that, I kind of freak out and back off from them, which is probably why I've never been able to do like astral traveling or like that type of thing, because my brain just goes, no, we want to stay calmly and perfectly in the body, and we do not want to leave the body. we are, yeah, the same thing with channeling. I have issues with channeling, even though I know I'm not going to get possessed or anything like that. I still have a hard time letting someone else have control over me. Yeah, hey, which is really not the smartest thing for a spiritual medium to say, but hey, it says hello, hello. Yes, yes. Okay. What else can we talk about? Hmm. But yeah, I am trying to overcome my fears with with the classes and stuff that Carrie's doing. Haven't got there yet, but we are trying. trying. Uh, I'm freaking out. It's really a bad habit of freaking out when it comes to those things. Yes, yeah, which is a bad habit of mine. Is having anxiety attacks. It's good if you were to write a book about your spirit experience in your journey. I don't know. I've never thought of that. Mainly because I don't think my life's that interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be a very short book. It's a very short book, I'd say. And my life, I don't think is that interesting. Um, I don't really go anywhere or do anything exciting or things like that because I'm busy with dad in the hospital, having to help mom at home, having to help my sister with the kids, having to it's like a lot of the time I feel like I don't have time for myself because I'm constantly running around doing things for everyone else. Sometimes I just want to crawl into bed and just sleep for the next 20 years. And then my mom gets at me because I'm not doing enough. And I'm just like, yeah, I just shut off. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but maybe, I don't know. I'll see if I can think of anything to write. Because I did want to be a writer when I was younger, but then life took different twists and turns and things like that. Any journals kept in your spirit communication? Um, I've written a couple of things down, but nothing I would really consider like a journal type of thing. I don't. I just, I just, no, I don't like. No, you know, really, it's one of those where I just, if I feel like writing something down, I'll write it down. But not often. Like a lot of my like thoughts that you could pretty much say came from like spirit or ETs get put up in statuses on Facebook. Um, and a lot of the time they get like kind of a rise out of people because it challenges their perspective. Like it was like many years ago I wrote this on one of the spiritual groups I wrote something like about there being like no such thing as sin and everyone just living their it's just living their life to their own understanding. And my God, you'd think I just said like you think I just you would some of the comments you would think I just told them that they should worship Satan. It was a bit like, okay, looks like we are not ready for that amount of information. Yep. Oh wow. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like a lot of my thoughts and things get written up as like posts on like Facebook. Like if you go on my profile, like scroll down just a bit. Yeah. Religion is a powerful propaganda. Yes. Yes, it is. And this was posted in a spiritual group. Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand like some of the spiritual ET groups on Facebook, like, is a bit, and people start, it's a spiritual group, and people start talking about religion and praising Jesus and things like that. Yeah, it surprised me. I was not expecting it. I forgot that today was that day. I forgot that today was that day. I, it was like, what the noise just came, and I was like, what the hell was that? My phone like right next to me. It was annoying, really annoying. Just clicked to go away. I'm like, yeah, that was annoying. But it's done now. Anyway, then what else was I saying? Yeah, religion, powerful, propaganda, yeah. Um, Adele, would the chat in Telegram and Facebook probably? Yeah, I'm planning to keep them open unless I'm told otherwise. Yeah, I'm planning to keep them open. I'm planning to, yeah. I am planning to keep them open. Um, unless I'm told otherwise by the Alliance or something, or the Alliance wants to do, have their own thing, something like that. I don't know. But at this point, I am planning to keep them open. I'm planning to keep them open. Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, because I'm not signing any NDAs or anything as far as I know that would say that I have to get off social media and shut things down. So yeah, at this point, yes, they will stay open. Yeah. Yeah. And also, yeah, because I was thinking that you guys would need somewhere to talk. Although, if you want to talk about the med beds, you're gonna have to go into the Facebook group, because I am gonna still keep the rule about no med beds in the chat group. Yes. Yeah. I'm still gonna keep that rule. Yeah. Yeah. Because yeah. Yes. So there's that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Because I gotta go see anything else to talk about. Oh, an hour. Okay. I'm gonna finish up soon because I do wanna go see Dad in a bit. So yeah. Okay. Is there anything anyone else wants to talk about while I'm here? Well, I'm still here. Yes. Yes, I'm playing with a clip. And the clip, and I am playing with the clip. Yes. Slight ADHD. This is my fidget toy. Yeah. Okay. What else? I'll give it a minute. Give anyone else wants to talk, say something. Yeah. No. I know it's a lot of people have questions about my ban list on the in the Facebook group of the people who are not who I don't want in the group, mentioned in the group. A lot of them I find have really bad energy, like really bad energy, and I don't like them. I don't want them in the group. I don't want them to bring the group down, because it's like they have a bad energy trail that comes with them. So yeah, so mm, I don't want them. I don't want them there. Um, yeah, I might reconsider a couple, but at this point, they just, yeah, no. and a lot of them, the stuff they've said about Kerry is another reason why they're not in there. And a lot of them have really bad energy, just energy that I don't want in the group. Yeah. Uh, yeah, probably not. Like, um, yeah, I think Wolby needs to rethink that. That's probably not the best idea to be holding that big of a party with people, with a bunch of, yeah. Unless he's gonna, organize it with really high level security, I don't think anyone should be going to that. Like, he needs like top notch security if he's gonna be organizing anything like that, like military level security. If he's gonna be organizing something like that. Um, but yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, no, I've never spoken to Wolverine about anything, and I'm kind of, yeah. And I do kind of wish that he had asked me before he started posting his live chat things in the chat group. I mean, I don't really mind, but the asking would have been nice because he didn't ask. Yeah, so a bit like, yeah, I don't really mind, but it would have been nice if he had asked me before he had just decided to promote himself in there, especially since he's not an admin. Yeah. Hey, not that big. Not that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, I might sign off. I'll just quick reminder with tarot course. It's going to be on the 10th of August at 8 a.m. Sydney time. It only goes for 1 hour. So those of you that want to do the masterclass with Rella can do that as well. Sorry, there's no like crossover there. I will try to end the class at an appropriate time. But yes, and it is $130 for the entire course. And yes, okay. All right, I will leave it there, and I will see you soon. I hope ish. Okay. All right. Anyway, bye bye, everybody.